December 12, 2009. The east wing of the White House is under renovation. By midnight, the building is almost empty. Only a handful of workers and 2 Secret Service officers remain. One of those workers, a man named Daniel Ortiz, steps away from his task and heads toward the restroom. As he walks past a narrow hallway, he sees a woman. Early 40s, dark hair pulled back, wearing a pale gray dress that brushes the floor. She doesn't look at him. Just walks, slowly, disappearing around the corner. When Daniel turns the corner, she's gone. And here's the part that chills me the most. The hallway was a dead end. According to a Gallup poll, almost half of Americans believe in the paranormal. And when you combine that belief with over 2 centuries of strange reports from inside the White House, you start to realize that maybe, just maybe, America's most famous home has never really been empty. In this video, we're going to unravel the history, the sightings, and the unsettling events that suggest the White House isn't just a political symbol, it's a haunted house. So before we step inside, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and settle in, because the story I'm about to tell you will change the way you look at the most powerful house in America. The house that remembers. Construction began in October of 1792. The White House was born out of ambition, politics, and human suffering. Slave laborers hauled the sandstone blocks. Immigrants cut timber in sweltering heat. Stonemasons from Scotland carved ornate details into columns and cornices. Every blow of the hammer, every drop of sweat, every ounce of blood, became part of the foundation. But buildings like this don't just stand, they absorb. And the White House absorbed everything: victories, betrayals, arguments, illnesses, and deaths. In 1814, British troops set it on fire. In the years that followed, presidents and first ladies mourned inside these walls. Servants and soldiers lived their entire lives here, many died here. Some say, they still haven't left. The night security won't talk about. 1977, a winter night shift. 2 Secret Service officers are patrolling the 2nd floor. The building is unusually quiet, the president is away. Around 2 a.m., they stop outside the Lincoln bedroom. That's when they hear it, slow, steady footsteps. Heel, toe. Heel, toe. They exchange a glance, open the door, and find the room empty. Then, the sound changes. The footsteps move, past them, through the air, through them, and keep going down the hall. One officer, a man with 15 years of service, resigns 2 days later. His report disappears from official records. Unofficially, his colleagues say he believed he had just encountered Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln never left. Lincoln's presence in the White House is the most documented of all. It's not just a rumor, it's a tradition. Winston Churchill claimed he saw Lincoln standing by the fireplace after stepping out of a bath. The British Prime Minister, still wrapped in a towel, reportedly said, "Mr. President, I see you have me at a disadvantage." Lincoln smiled, then disappeared. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands knocked on the Lincoln bedroom door one night, only to see him standing there in full suit and bow tie. She screamed. He vanished. And these aren't just dusty tales from history. In 2013, a White House staffer swore they saw a tall man in a black suit and stovepipe hat in the treaty room. The door was locked. No one had entered in hours. The empty room that breathed. During a partial government shutdown in the 1990s, the White House was eerily quiet. Officer D. Harlan checked the East Room, massive, cold, moonlight spilling across the marble floor. He was about to leave when he heard it. Breathing. Not human breathing. Deep, wet, unnatural, like air forcing itself through waterlogged lungs. He froze. The sound grew louder. Then, it stopped. When he turned to leave, his boots splashed, on dry marble. The next morning, the floor where he stood was damp. No pipes above. No leaks. Just, damp. Patterns in the dark. Historians and psychics believe these hauntings aren't random. The Lincoln bedroom. The Rose Room. The basement. The Treaty Room. They form a pattern, a line that cuts through the heart of the building. Some claim the White House sits on intersecting energy lines. Others believe its past as a wartime hospital during the Civil War left an invisible scar. Every place with the most pain still talks. The 2009 Renovation Incident. In 2009, during East Wing repairs, Daniel Ortiz saw the woman in gray. He followed her, but she disappeared into a dead-end hallway. Later, he identified her from a portrait, Dolley Madison, First Lady from 1809 to 1817. known for fiercely protecting the White House during the War of 1812. The next day, half the crew refused to come back. Their foreman told security it wasn't safe, not because of asbestos, but because the place wasn't empty. Truths hidden in plain sight. So, was the White House ever truly empty? Maybe physically. But walls remember. Floors remember. Some doors still open for people who aren't on any guest list. If you see a single light burning at 3 a.m. in an upper window, you might be looking at a president, a soldier, a servant, or something older. And maybe that's why no one talks about it. Because if the White House was never empty, then nothing in America's story ever really ends. If you enjoyed this tale and want more horror stories like this, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share it with someone who loves mysteries. See you in the next video.